Okay, here we go. It's Christmas Eve, and it is going to be one foggy Christmas Eve night tonight. The Santa will need Rudolph for sure, but they'll get in here okay. And then after the fog burns off inland during the day tomorrow, we're going to go to a high of 83. If we get there, that'll tie the all-time record high of 83 set on Christmas Day back in 2015 here in Houston. So foggy morning, warm afternoon, little southeast breeze, no rain expected tomorrow. We did actually see a couple little rain showers on the west side today. Those will be fizzling out. So we wanted to look back in history at the warmest Christmases that Houston's ever recorded. 2015, that's the warmest so far, high of 83. 1964, we hit 82 on Christmas Day. 80, 2021, 2016. So 2021, we hit 80. That's the last warm Christmas we've had. The last 4 out of 5 Christmases have all been quite cold. So maybe we're due for a warm Christmas. We're certainly going to get it regardless tomorrow. Here are the past 5 years, in fact. 2024, morning low of 57. 2023 had a low of 46. 2022, we woke up Christmas morning at 26 degrees. 2021 was the last warm one, had a high of 80, and then 2020 low of 36. So 4 out of 5 cold as we look back in history. And some of you may be thinking, has it ever snowed on Christmas? Well, it has, sort of. We had a Christmas Eve snow. That was Christmas 2004. Seems like yesterday to me, but that was more than 20 years ago. Okay, high temperature trend. So we're going to be warm Christmas. Hey, Santa. 83 again Friday, Saturday, 82 Sunday. There is a strong cold front coming in Sunday night. So we'll still be warm on Sunday. Sunday night front comes through, and then these are high temperatures dropping into the 50s. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So a big change is coming Sunday night into the start of next work week if you're working. In fact, high temperature in the afternoon, only 53 on Tuesday. So it's going to get chilly. Wednesday's New Year's Eve, high of 59. Be a cool New Year's Eve here in Houston. And I wanted to show you what the map's going to look like going into the end of the weekend. So we're warm until Sunday afternoon. This is Sunday evening. There's the front. We'll still be on the warm side of it. A little bit of rain, not much. Front comes through Sunday night. What rain we get with this will be between 11 p.m. and about 2 a.m. Front races off the coast, and then Monday is colder, cloudy, and breezy with a north wind at 15 to 20, gusting to 25. So we're going to go back into winter. And with the clouds sticking around, that's the light gray on the map, cloudy as well. It really is going to be a cold winter day by Houston standards going into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. What about rainfall? Looking at the little bit longer outlook, the 30th through January 3rd, wetter out here in the Pacific Southwest. They're getting a bunch of rain out here next couple of days. We got flood advisories up for California tonight and tomorrow. They may see some mudslide threats there with the heavy rain there. We continue drier than normal as we begin January. All right, high temp today went to 79. Normal high is 64, so almost 15 degrees above normal. And let's see, record high 82 set on this day back in 1948. So we did not make the 80s today officially a high of 79. Record low is 11. That was set back in that bitter cold winter of 1989, where pipes burst all over the place. Okay, records at risk and temperature so far. College Station had a high of 80. Their record's 83, so no threat to the one set back in 1899. Bush, the record was safe. Hobby had not reported yet, had a high near 80. Galveston 75, below the record high of 78. Set just a few years ago back in 2021. Just a quick look, tomorrow high of 83, Friday 83, Saturday 83. So we stay unusually warm and flirting with records for the next several days. Looking at the live cameras out this evening, sun's gone down, but it's a beautiful evening. That's Buffalo Bayou, St. Thomas High School, looking toward downtown, looking over Memorial Drive and across the bayou, Allen Parkway. Just a beautiful evening. Downtown from the Gulf Freeway, here looking good. Galleria area is shimmering. It's gorgeous. A mix of mid-level clouds, a couple of low cumulus clouds coming in as well. And then that's Galveston. Foggy again as the sea fog situation will continue to dominate the forecast down along the coast and the bay for the next several days. And as we look at radar, a few little showers, light showers coming across the Addison Barker Reservoir, I-10 West and then 290 West. This is still getting parts of Copperfield a little sprinkly. Couple of sprinkles in the Cypress area, not adding up to much. Some of that's drifting across Spring Creek toward the Woodlands. This is going to slowly continue to fizzle out over the next several hours. And what will happen is the fog that's along the coast right now will dominate and take over overnight. So by 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, foggy. Santa and Rudolph have no problem in the fog. If you are getting in your sleigh early tomorrow morning and driving, really be careful, because visibility can drop down from a half mile to almost nothing. In a very short distance, you won't get much warning, especially towards sunrise. That's when fog and visibility will be at its worst. So be careful, early travelers across Texas. And I know there's a bunch of you. You're traveling to Grandma's house over to San Antonio or over to Beaumont and Lake Charles. Please be careful. Fog burns off pretty quickly. We end up partly cloudy and warm on Christmas Day, Thursday afternoon. The fog will continue to hug the coast and the bay on Christmas Day. Temps across the nation. I mentioned the rain out in San Francisco. They're in the 60s with rain out there. LA to San Fran to Vegas, it's raining. Just cold, Bismarck 21. Cold in New York, they're at 39 degrees right now in the Big Apple. And we mentioned the bitter cold air parked up here across the Klondike, Northwest Canada. Carmack's 41, Whitehorse 31, Yellowknife at 15, all below zero. 41 below zero, 31 below zero, 15 below zero. Cold air is in the right spot to get Houston an Arctic outbreak, but the jet stream pattern is not. It is a ridging pattern, and so that blocks the cold air to the north and keeps the warm air to the south of that ridge. You get underneath the ridge, you get warm air, so Santa will be blipping the AC in the sled as he comes across the central and southern United States. Late tonight, Christmas Day forecast then, foggy in the morning, 65. By noon, we're 78, high of 83 would tie the record for the day. The extended forecast. There's a lot going on here. So Christmas Day is warm. Hi, Santa. Friday, foggy in the morning, and again 83. Saturday, foggy in the morning, and again 83. Sunday, I think it's mostly cloudy. A little increasing south breeze may mix some of the fog out Sunday morning, but 82, again, the high on Sunday afternoon. Slight chance for a shower. That will really come overnight as the front comes through during the overnight hours Sunday, and then it just races off the coast. And then by Monday, you won't recognize the place. 40s and windy in the morning on Monday morning, cloudy, cold, high of only 58. Tuesday, 37 in the morning, high of 53. That's a cold day. Wednesday, 44, 59. Wednesday is New Year's Eve. No rain, but it will be chilly. You'll need a jacket if you're going to be heading out on the town New Year's Eve, Wednesday night, to bring in 2026. I can't believe it. All right, that's where we stand. Watch for Rudolph tonight. Have a Merry Christmas and a beautiful evening, everybody.